What is up, guys? It is Golden Dragon Gaming, and today I'm back with another video, and today we are playing a game. Well, we're not going to be doing much, but this is going to be the top 10 most powerful Project Pokemon Legends. I don't have all the legends, and per pair, I do not have all of these Pokemon, but I'm going to keep you busy by EV training my Dialga I just got. First of all, let's start with the thing. Now, first of all, this is not like Pokemon. Certain Pokemon aren't on this list because of their mobility, like their look and their rarity. This is stats. I looked at all the stats and I figured out which one was the best. Well, we're gonna start with the number 10 spot. Number 10 comes to one of my favorite Pokemon, and you might be surprised he's this far down the list. And this buddy is named Groudon. I'm gonna look at the new whatchamacallit, EV trainer. Now you might be like, boy, you're so stupid. Why you put Groudon this far down on the list? There's actually quite a bit of things. Now Groudon, in my opinion, is one of the awesomest Pokemon ever. But there are some doubts about Groudon that I do not like. Well, he's very slow and he's not the most dependable Pokemon. So if you're gonna now I'll talk how you train him. So here's what you're gonna run: a adamant nature for the extra physical attack, because you don't need a special attack on a Groudon, and you're gonna run a 252 physical attack, and then you're also gonna run 252 defense, because he's already slow as all dog poop. So you're not gonna really it's not gonna do much if you just swap the. I'm gonna turn the music off. If you just swap the defense. Now the moves you're gonna want are Precipice Blades, Earthquake, Hammer Arm, and you're also gonna want Iron Head, because it's a physical attacker. You're gonna want all the best physical attacks you can have in order for you to be good. Next on is a Pokemon that I just traded recently. It is Giratina O. Do not use the original Giratina. Original Giratina sucks, because you're going to want to use the O because of its typing. So the O has Levitate, as you know, for its ability, and the other one doesn't, and it's got more resistance to stuff. Now, you can choose either a physical or a special Giratina, but I'm going to show you the one I wrote. I ran a Adamant Giratina with a 252 attack and 252 speed. I know his speed is dog poop, but it's still better than having no speed. And I ran a Draco Meteor, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and and Aura Sphere. I have Draco Meteor because, just in case, Dragon Claw for the physical dragon type attack, and you're gonna on every dragon you're really gonna want a Earth Power and Aura Sphere, but since if you're running the physical Giratina, you're gonna want Earthquake. And now to get on to the next Pokemon, which is the number 8 slot. The number 8 slot is a Pokemon called Regigigas. There is no slow normal type in Project Pokemon, and Regigigas is one of my favorite normal types. Not one of the best normal types. I still like Slacking better than Regigigas, but Regigigas is a physical attacker, so of course you're going to want a Adamant Nature, because screw you, special attacks, you're not going to work. You're going to want the moves Earthquake, Rock Slide, Crush Claw, and I believe Superpower, because he cannot learn Close Combat. If he can learn Close Combat, then he can use Close Combat. Now you're going to use the number 6 Pokemon. Now, this Pokemon is Pokemon that I'm sure a lot of you guys will get very mad about, because it's really good, it's valuable. It is Rayquaza. Now, it's my favorite Pokemon. I'm sad to put it this far down on the list, but it deserves to be there because of the casualty. Rayquaza is bad because of its typing. A bad typing is basically, it's freaking dragon flying. It's 4 times weakness to ice. But if you are going to run it, you can run both, physical or special. Do not use both, but I'll show you the one I ran. I ran a physical Ray with an Adamant Nature, because if you're gonna run physical, you're not gonna need those special attacks. Oh wow. Then for the attacks, you're gonna want to run a Iron Head, you're also going to run Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and it's either a filler spot. Rayquaza is a filler. You can either choose between, Rest, it depends on the way your team's set up, or Dragonite. It depends on if you want the extra speed and the extra defense. Oh, and you're going to want to train in 252 attack and 252, special defense, because its speed is not going to matter, because you want to live as much as possible. Well, it looks like I've lost. Now we're getting on to the number 6 slot. This number 6 slot goes to a Pokemon that is pretty good in my opinion. Darkrai. Darkrai is pretty slow to be on this list. Now, a lot of people do not run the set I'm using, but in my opinion, this set is one of the best sets you can think of. I run a modest Darkrai with the... Actually, I run a calm Darkrai because you want to get the boost in special defense. Because if you want to go for the E4, use a calm Darkrai because you're going to want that boost in special defense. And the moves you're going to want are... Dark Void, Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse, and Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot is not needed for Darkrai, but it is needed for the Elite Four. So if you want to use it on the Elite Four, then you can. Next, we're getting into the number 5. So that's the number 5 gangsters. I can't wait, because these are my favorite Pokemon in the world. But let's go to the surprisingly one. Number 5, Kyogre. Now you might be thinking, why is Kyogre higher on this list than Groudon? Well, there's actually a really good reason. Because Kyogre outspeeds Groudon on the base stats. And another thing about Kyogre is that it's got special attacks, and a lot of people love special attackers. And you're going to want to run a modest Kyogre, and you're also going to want the moves Origin Pulse, Double Edge. You're also going to run Ice Beam because Blizzard misses way too much, and you're also going to want a filler spot because this is a filler spot, either Thunderbolt, Earthquake, or Rest. It all depends on how the way your team's set up. If I still had one, I'd need him to have Thunderbolt, because it depends. If you don't have a good setup for water types or flying types, then use Thunderbolt. If you don't have a good setup for like Steel, then use Earthquake. And if you want that heal, then you're gonna want to use Rest. Next is the number 4 slot is a Pokemon, Dialga. Now Dialga's a pretty weird spot to be on this list. Now, you might be thinking, why is he number 1? Well, I'll get to the number 1 Pokemon. The reason is because I run a modest Dialga, and you're gonna want the moves Roar of Time, Flash Cannon, Earth Power, and Aura Sphere. And because that's just boss. See, as you can see, the moveset was right there. Now we have the number 3 slot, which goes to another Dragon type. It is Kyurem. Now, I'm not using a modest Darkrai this one. I mean a modest Dialga because I haven't changed its nature, but I will. And Kyurem is better. And Kyurem, you're going to want to have a modest Kyurem, and you're going to run the moves Fusion Flare, Draco Meteor, Frost Breath, and either Ice Beam or Dragon Breath. It depends, because you're going to really want... It depends on if you want the 100 accuracy or the... Now, guys, this is the number 2, Palkia. Now, you might be thinking, why is Palkia higher than Dialga? Because they use it uses its water typing to remove the ice weakness without adding any. Dialga has other weaknesses, which are the most common. You're going to run a modest Palkia, and you're going to want to move Spatial Rend, Spatial Rend, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Aura Sphere. That's it. No complaints. Now, guys, the number 1 slot, the king of all legendaries. Now, you might be surprised. I don't want to hear the comment section, but number 1 is your bad boy. He's really good in the Elite Four, but it is Mewtwo. Yes, that Mewtwo. If you were thinking I wouldn't leave Mewtwo out on the list, why would I not? Mewtwo's the best because it is a Psychic type. You're going to want a modest Mewtwo. And you're going to want to train that speed to make it super fast. And you're also going to want to train that special attack. Now, you're going to want to move Psy Strike, Ice Beam. You're going to want to move Psy Strike, Aura Sphere, Shadow Ball, and either Ice Beam or Sludge Bomb. It all depends on the way your team's set up. If you don't have a good defense for dragons, then you want to use Ice Beam. I mean, if you don't have a good defense for fairies, you want to use, what's it called? Forgot what the name of the attack. Oh, Sludge Bomb. Now, guys, I'm very sorry if to leave me out any of your favorites. I'm sorry, but this video is gonna go on for a little bit longer. So, guys, that is the top 5 most powerful legendaries. And I really do not want to hear the comment section and all the ugliness. Sorry, guys, but that is going to be it for my video. And please like, share, and subscribe. And hope to see you all later. Peace.